upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only nothing more. Bussy, throbbing. Ah yes, the opening stanza sets the melancholic yet airy tone for the rest of the poem. The narrator is alone in his chamber late at night, lost in thought as he peruses ancient tomes of esoteric knowledge. A sudden knocking at the door startles him from his reverie. But alas, he dismisses it as merely a visitor, unaware of the supernatural events that are about to unfold. Distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my book surcease of sorrow. Sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here for evermore. Ugga, me thinky, poem talky. Make Ungabba's head hurt. In this second stanza evokes the gloomy atmosphere of winter, both literal and metaphorical. The dying embers cast ghostly shadows, reflecting the narrator's inner turmoil. He yearns for dawn to break, seeking solace from his anguish over the loss of his beloved Lenore. Her name becomes a refrain throughout the poem, symbolizing his eternal grief. And the silken sad and certain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled May, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating to some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is and nothing more. Bussy, drop it. Here, Poe masterfully builds suspense through the rustling of the curtains, which sends shivers down the narrator's spine. His racing heartbeat betrays his growing unease, even as he tries to convince himself it's just a late-night caller. The repetition of nothing more rings hollow, foreshadowing the strange events to come. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating the no longer, sir. Said I, or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there and nothing more. Aga, door openy, now what'y happen? With a surge of courage, the narrator addresses the mysterious visitor, apologizing for any offense caused by his delay in answering. He explains he was dozing off when the tapping began, so softly did it sound. Steeling himself, he flings open the door, but finds only darkness beyond. An ominous sign of things to come. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals ever dared to dream before. Or Bussy, from peering into the void, the narrator stands. The repetition of nothing more underscores the emptiness of his existence without her. Back toward the chamber turned. Steeling himself once more, he resolves to confront whatever lies beyond. But upon investigation, he attributes the nose to mere wind, a rationalization that... Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but, with mien of lord or lady, with manner of old nobility, perched above a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. Perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. Perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. Babasi, throbbing. Drawing open the shutters, the narrator is shocked to find a majestic raven enter his chamber. The bird pays him no heed, strutting in with aristocratic bearing as if born to nobility. It elegates atop a bust of Pallas, goddess of wisdom, in a position of dominance over the narrator's very soul. Though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore, ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such a name as Nevermore. Ugga, ugga, birdies say nevermore. The raven's presence fills the narrator with a sense of foreboding, though he cannot quite grasp its significance. Never before has he been imperiously above. The bird is a single word that chills him to the bone. Never, a harbinger of doom. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour.
Nothing further than he utter it, not a feather than he flutter it. Till I scarcely more than muttered other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said nevermore. Pubbercy, throbbing. The raven speaks but a... aptly spoken, doubtless. Said I, what it utters... Tread the carpeted floor. Desperate for relief, the narrator begs the raven to grant him respite from his anguished memories. Let the bird's presence serve as nepenthe.